Hello.
Hello, I'm Ali. I'm calling from Seoul, South Korea.
Hello, Eddie. Very nice to meet you. My
Yes,
name is Chris. Good. So you live in Seoul, the capital.
yes. I live.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I live in. Actually, I live in suburb of Seoul.
In a suburb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you live near Gangnam?
Yes. Pretty close. I can get there, in 10 or 15 minutes by my car. So
Okay.
pretty close. Most of Western people, especially they're loving in Korean culture. Um, they're uh, they're usually know about Gangnam because of Gangnam Style song, right?
The famous song, yeah. But I also know about it because one of my students who lives in Seoul,
Hmm.
she tells me it's a very fashionable place,
Yes, like
uh, or or I think affluent.
upfront. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Gangnam is the yeah, most of rich people and families are living in there.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So, what about you then? Do you use English at work?
No, um, to be honest, I'm ordinary housewife as two boys' mom. So, learning English is my hobby. So
Okay.
yeah, don't be burdened about my teaching.
No. So, that are your two boys at school?
Yes, the eldest son is in already the elementary school as first grade, and the youngest one is 5 years old, so he is in kindergarten.
Ah, okay. Okay. So, I presume when will your oldest son start learning English at school?
Um, um, Generally, all Korean students started to learning English from third grade.
Uh huh. Okay.
Yes, in public school. But most of the students, especially this area, is very enthusiastic place. So most of the parents are interested in their children's educations, especially English.
Mm. It's very important. We're very lucky that it's our native language
Yes, I'm
because
very serious. I'm struggling like this.
uh, because it's so important. You know, I
Mhm.
speak to I was speaking to an engineer today from Turkey. I speak to heart surgeons. I speak to people who are so much more intelligent than I am, but they all need English for work. You know,
Yes,
uh,
exactly.
so it's very very important to people. You know,
Hmm.
so we're very lucky. My wife also teaches English. Uh, we live in
As
Spain, so
job, right? As a job.
sorry.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, she teaches Spanish students because we live in Spain, and it's necessary for them to have a level of English if they want to go to university.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
essentially, we need to study English.
Yeah, and also she has business
Mm-hmm.
people who are her students as well, because for them, obviously, it's how they communicate with people in other countries if they work for an international company. So it's very, very important for them to have good English.
Yeah. Oh, I watched it. Your background. Your background. Wow. I think that words are from Chinese, China.
Yes, they are. I've
Yeah,
got
China language.
there's four of them. Can you see?
Yes. As
Yeah.
you know, we use China words in my daily life, but we recently we don't we don't use Chinese words than before. Mm, but we should study Chinese words and language and meaning, because Korean language is is including Chinese words meaning.
Okay. So
Yeah, 70%, over 70%.
well, so it's very similar.
Yes, yes, that's right. But
Yeah.
word appearance and like shape is totally different. But we older generations were learning Chinese words essentially. But recently, if we want to Chinese words more, we should learn about that.
Oh, okay. Um, be, because this these words, I think one means good health and wealth or something like that. Um, and I bought these many many years ago, so I put them
Mhm.
on the wall behind me because I see an awful lot of Chinese students.
Ah,
Mostly, I see Japanese, Korean, and Chinese students.
yes.
Sometimes some Turkish students, but mostly they are my students from the Far East, mostly, which is fine by me because uh, they become regulars. So I just have mostly regular students now. In fact, I was supposed to be teaching a Korean student now, but
Mhm.
she's cancelled. So that's why we're able to talk. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good way to learn English. Regular tutor is I thought yeah, I agree with your opinion.
Well, it's the thing is, if you have a regular tutor, then they know what your needs are. They know what
Yes.
you want. They know what you're looking to get out of
Yeah,
English,
yeah,
whether it
and
be
yeah,
you
my
know,
niece. Yes.
yeah, exactly. So for you, it's just something you like to do, but for other people, it's very important for work. So you
Yes.
can you can build the lessons around that
Mm-hmm.
um, type of thing. I've got a Japanese student this morning who speaks very well,
Oh,
but his writing's not that good, and he needs writing for work because that's how he communicates with his colleagues around the world. So we practice writing. We read through an article, and then I tell him to send me his answers, so then we can practice his written English. Which
yeah.
he's very happy with.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think you became his personality his um I don't know how to say certainly you became his sorry
No problem.
yes,
See if you can write it, and it might translate it for me.
yeah, not personality, personal tutor.
Okay,
You,
yes,
yes,
personal.
yes,
Yes, yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm confused which one is right or or not.
Well, that's normal. I mean, I understand because I'm learning Spanish. I learn Spanish every day,
Uh-huh.
you know, and um, it's very easy to get or forget vocabulary. It's very easy,
Mhm.
So it's just practice every day. If you don't practice every day, it disappears.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what else do you do to practice your English, Ellie?
Um, I, um, I love to I love listening to music, English music, or podcast and
Ah, good.
worldwide the news. So I know you are from England, so
I'm from
so
Ireland.
Ireland. Oh,
Yes.
I confused. um, so recently, I'm totally foreign world news. So that content was um, Britain seemed to be in political and economical chaos.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
likewise, all over the world, the situation is not different. You know,
It's
dollar is getting so strong, getting so stronger than
yeah.
before. Very steadily. So, yeah, this place is same situation.
Um, to say that Britain is in chaos is an understatement. It's in political and financial
Mhm.
meltdown at the moment.
Yes.
But it's not really because of what's happening around the rest of the world. It's their own fault. They've done this. The government has done this to the country
Mm-hmm.
with their disastrous policies. Let me just send you a link to a newspaper I read, which is printed in the
Oh,
UK.
thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I learned and I watched it about Prime Minister Liz, but she's period would be stopped in 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 I don't know that a period.
you mean her term in office?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, she was completely and utterly useless, so they got rid of her. Okay.
Yes,
But
this website is pretty good.
oh, it's the articles are very complicated,
Uh-huh.
Ellie. Okay, they're very complicated. The language used in them is difficult. The vocabulary, but
Yes,
uh, I I like to do these some of these articles with advanced students because
yes, I
um,
know.
it really makes their vocabulary so strong and mine. Uh, but also occasionally I like what I do. The Korean student I was supposed to be seeing, uh, we often do a restaurant review, okay,
Mm-hmm.
because they have restaurant reviews and food critics, and this is because she's studying English literature, okay,
Yes.
and she wants to know more about the culture of the UK. So
Mm-hmm.
if you do these kind of articles that are not political necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
then you find out more about the culture, which is what she wants to do. So I often find myself explaining the culture to her,
Mm-hmm.
or cultural references. So it's very useful. Um, Again, though, here's another site for you. Okay, let me
Yeah.
just send you this. and this will help you with any grammar questions you have.
Wow, that's interesting. I just
It's a really great site.
knew about Angu site, so I watched it and I learned about Angu article only. But
Ah,
this site website is pretty helpful for me that you sent me. Wow,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And also, if you look in the vocabulary section of this site, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so if you click on vocabulary, it will have um, lots of explanations as to how we use words when we do, and also if you see there where it says common phrases, it's like opinions and statements, agreeing and disagreeing, etc.
Mm-hmm.
This basically is a way to say the same thing but differently. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so if you can learn a few of these, it makes your it increases your native level
Oh
really
yeah.
quickly. Yeah. So because in your own language you don't always say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So nor would you do that in English. So it's really good for that. But yeah,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
use them, use them. This site every day. It's free to use. The only thing annoying about it is lots of adverts. But apart from that, it's great. Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm very interested. Maybe you're not, but I am in Korean food.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I
um,
like Korean
um,
flavors.
yes. Most of the people in the world they are they are interested in only kimchi and the Korean BBQ, or or Korean chicken. But I'm one. I'm wonder what's your favorite food from Korean?
Well, Korean chicken and Korean barbecue, uh, and this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, go gochujang. Yeah.
Yeah,
This sauce is we Western people call the gochujang uh, like uh, like
red pepper,
oh
red
red
pepper paste.
yeah
Yeah,
paste, yeah, right.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um, it's an essential ingredient, but uh, I use it so often that it doesn't last very long.
Hmm.
And the problem is it's expensive to buy here because you have
Really?
to get it. Oh yeah,
Yeah, gochujang is very pretty cheap in Korea. When I was when I was little, my friends sisters are eating only rice and gochujang.
yeah. Oh, it's because you can't buy it here. You have to get it from Amazon or somewhere like that, or a food site. So it becomes expensive, but
Hmm.
it's lovely. But yeah, um, I'm trying to experiment with other things, but you need the exact flavors, and it's very difficult.
Uh-huh. If you want to generally if you want to gochujang with rice, you essentially you need to add sesame oil.
Yes, sesame oil I can get. That's no problem.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Wow.
but gochujang, no, it's a very specific ingredient, and you
Uh-huh.
have to order it. And excuse me, I used to get friends in the UK to send it to me because there are lots of Korean supermarkets in the UK now, especially in London.
Yes, I heard. I heard.
Yeah. I mean, when I left the UK, there weren't that many. It was just mainly Chinese and Indian. But now that Korean food is very popular, there are lots of restaurants, supermarkets, etc., doing the ingredients. But
Hmm.
it's now so expensive to send anything from the UK to Europe because of Brexit, because of leaving the
Yes.
European Union. So it's become impossible. It's twice as much as the gochujang to send
Mhm.
it. So it's not viable financially. You know, so it's just easier to get it sent via a food company or internet company.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Ex, ex, imported ingredients and the products are getting expensive than before here. So most of most of um, most of fruits which are from Western or other countries. They are very expensive here. So I ate gold kiwi today tonight. Um, I said, my kids, you guys are this gold kiwi is very expensive and um and valuable than
Yeah,
before.
yeah. But many students tell me now that in Korea, like takeout food is so popular,
Hmm. Yeah.
and very cheap, and because many people have such busy lives, it's how they live now.
Hmm. Yeah, I use delivery chicken for dinner.
How many times a week?
Probably 3 or 4 times
Wow.
a week. So very very often. Yeah, very often.
Yeah, very often. Yeah. Well, those kind of things don't exist where I live. So I cook every night.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's great.
Yeah. Well, it's cheaper, but um, we live in a very remote place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and thing takeaway foods don't exist here.
Uh-huh.
Maybe pizza, but that I don't like pizza, so you know I don't eat it.
Oh, I couldn't believe it because you are living in European country, but pizza is I thought the pizza is very mm, I don't know how to say very you can get pizza easily, but that's
Oh, yeah, I mean, and pizza is very
um,
popular in Spain.
yeah.
Okay, very popular,
Hmm.
crazy popular in France and Italy, of course, where it comes from. But
Yes.
I just don't like it. It's
Aha.
not something I like,
Uh-huh. I see. I see.
unless it's absolutely freshly made. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
in Italy, in Rome, that's
Mm-hmm.
where I like it. But the ones you buy in the supermarket are horrible. You know, they're
Yeah.
like it's like cardboard, and I don't like the cheese, and I don't, all this sort of stuff. So I tend to keep away from that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really have fast food. If we have hamburger, I make hamburger. I don't trust what they put into it really.
I think you focus on your health with this. So you want to feed your body organic ingredients, right?
We don't eat bad things. We
Mm-hmm.
eat tried not to eat meat too often.
Uh-huh.
Um, as you get older, it's harder to digest. So maybe once or twice a week. That's it. But I eat a lot of chicken and a lot of fish. Which
Yeah.
which I like, but and vegetables. So we do try to eat healthily. As you get
Yes.
older, you need it.
If you have gochujang, you and fresh vegetables, you can make fresh bibimbap. Have you heard about bibimbap? You can mix the vegetable and the gochujang all together like this, and then
Yes,
you can eat.
yeah, yes, oh yes, yeah. But one of my students showed me that in Korea that there are lots of these kind of shops where uh, they do these little bits to eat, and it's like very similar to tapas in Spain. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like a Korean tapas. I can't remember what they're called, but they have lots of these shops where you can go and choose a selection of things.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember what they're called now. Uh, can you remember what they're called?
Mm. Um, I I can.
No, but the one thing that doesn't excite me about Korean food is the what's it called now? Uh, is it called BJ jjigae?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the army stew. So it's made out of stuff that like the Americans brought with them, the army. So I saw this guy making it, and it was just frankfurter and little beef burger, and oh man, it looked horrible. And noodles, and then gochujang, and but I know it's very popular. But it looks like everything that I'm not supposed to eat is in there.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Um, so do you have a regular tutor, or do you just choose randomly?
For at the first time when I started to Cambly lesson, then I had the regular tutor, but for over approximately for over 2 years, I haven't any regular tutor. That's
So
not good. I know.
well, it really all depends what you want to do, what you want to get out of Camberley, but it also all depends on your time, on your schedule, on when you're
Mhm.
busy, this sort of thing. So, which is not
Yeah.
always easy for people to keep that time available because something happens, something comes up, especially if you're a
Mhm.
busy mum.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Um, but I say to people, if you're doing this just to talk, then it doesn't matter who you speak to as long as you get a good sort of what's the word I'm looking for? I should know. A good rapport with them. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you
Yeah.
get on with the person, and
Hmm.
it goes well, and you get something out of it. That's important. If
Yes.
you just
Right.
sort of sit there looking at each other, what do I say? What do I say next? It's difficult. Well, Ellie, it's been lovely to meet you today.
Yeah. I
Um,
I know it was a great talk with you today. I'm
Thank
very
you.
thanks for.
No problem. My pleasure. And please, if you see me available again, call.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Yes. Why
Pleasure.
not? Hmm. Have a
Bye.
great day today. Bye
And
bye.
you. Bye.